It says back from ECU testing. It's just come out of the box. That's the unit fresh back now, guaranteed for life. And then here's our bits we needed to pick up. And then we've got some gasket sealer as well. On that.
New sump gasket.
Just go back on that.
Make sure the inside's not got any rust on it. New O-rings that are on there, seal in here. Stop oil leaking, that's where they end up when it's fitted. Just showing where it roughly goes.
10 of those.
All the way along.
Slide the arm in there. Does it click into that bit there then?
It will do, and this pin has to go, you have to make sure that goes into its place. Snug fit, mate. There, it's got to go into there. Sit nicely in.
So this needs to be moved forward just by a couple of inches so that you can get, as we just see, that in. And in the case of you taking it out, you'd obviously undo that bit first to then be able to take that out. So now putting in these screws, as you saw first, to each of their holes.
Ample room to get it in. 10 of these, what's written on here? 10 T30s.
10 T30s.
1 up 2, 3, 4, 5, and up the other side.
Be careful when you put it in there not to catch that wire. It comes out the top left hand corner.
Oil temperature sensor and speed sensor wire. It'll go in here once we've tightened them up.
Okay, you can see there, it has to go inside there. It's like right behind, so it goes behind this, and then there's like a little groove. You feed it through there, it goes behind that again, so it's locked, so it can't rattle.
Down here, and then
it goes down into the corner there.
Make sure it's pushed in nice and firm.
You'll hear a click when it goes in.
Click.
Okay, so that's in, so that's the first step. See that there? Got to feed that bit through that hole. Hole's done.
If you like, let's push it onto the seals.
Yeah,
that's it.
Just like
It's
that.
Gone in there.
Yeah, that's right in there. So that goes in, and then now we put all them bolts in.
5 bolts.
5 bolts.
Where are they, them new bolts?
They're just down here. All here. Okay, so then we're going to start putting them in them holes there. Just loosely each one before we tighten them. There's 5, so that's 1. So this is
4 bolts, whole sump guard.
So we've got 4 bolts here, as you can see there's 2. And there's 2 more underneath on this side here. And what's that bit called?
An M9.
And that's an M9. And then we've put this one on here, which is just held together with the same, just, what was that, 5 holding that one together. So let's just place it in and screw it in. You're gonna come help today, yeah? Come on then. We only had a few hours of daylight yesterday. As you can see here, this cover we see was put on these screws, but behind the cover we used the sealant you saw on the first video. They all come with like a built-on seal on the back that when you press it, acts the same as that did with the cover you can see here that we put on ourselves. So that's all that was. Let's try to see if you can see it. Put this bolt in here, I think it's a 16, this one. Now that's gone in, and what that connects to is this. That there, and that there is just like a pipe cover. You put that big one in, and that just keeps it safe. So you have to put that in order for when we want to move everything forward. This, it's like an oil pump, it will connect to this. And once the oil has reached its point here, because it's going to go in underneath, it will start to drip here because it will tell us it's filled up. So that yellow piece there on the end of this is like a makeshift filter. Just going to dunk that bit into the oil, and that will stop any bits coming in. Down there you can see the pump. It's going to put it in, being connected to the blue bit underneath it just showed you. See it going back through.
Just replace these leads that you took off it in the beginning to get access to everything.
Right.
That.
Okay, so we need to get this back on. You have to put these in, put your screws in here, 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 and there. Put that one back on top like that. Tighten them all back up. I always didn't mention about this when you come in to put your cover back on there as well. Okay, so this is all back in, pretty self-explanatory really. 2 screws down here, 2 screws down here on the side to connect the top, then with clips here, here, and then you just sit this edge over here, so it just sits on top. They click in there and there. We've secured the air filter in, obviously that sits inside. But then there's bolts around that you can just see on each box, and just tighten them so that sits on top of the housing here to this as well. So you'll be able to see that when you come to put this back in. Next step will obviously be putting this in, the other way around, connect it into there, tighten it all back up. This here is like a support bar. That's the next bit to go in. Obviously once it's in there you're not going to see it in its entirety. So there it is. Try and explain this because this is quite important, but there's not really much room. This pipe here is going to go into this holder, and then you'll see over here, hang on, there you go. These screws will go into there, and this support bar has gone in all the way along here. Now the way to get it in is this edge here has to go behind. This is the air conditioning pipe, yeah? So you don't need to take that off, and I'll explain more about that later. So it goes in over here.
Goes in from this way, feed it in behind the pipe. So twist it round, and you have to twist it
so it's upside down effectively where it wants to join, and then once you get this, use this shape to your advantage, this bit here, yeah, and then it goes back up. Use that to your advantage to get the twist over just this one pipe, the aircon pipe. Once that's in, be careful not to damage your fan, and just tease it back into position.
Connect your water hose pipe, yeah, back on. Fit your bracket, as you can see there, back to your sump, gearbox sump. It's for your water pipes, as you can see. fit your other bracket back here. That's for your water pipes. Then click your water pipes back in. Last one here. Click them back in, that's it, they're all snug. That's it, you've got all that back now, all the way along. And as you see here, we didn't remove the aircon pipe. And what you've done, it's all in reverse now. Put that little bracket back on there to hold that. All of this is going to lift back in all of this front, bolt in there, same on the other side, and then on this side here, as you can see, this is all going to go that way and it will bolt back in, same on the other side. That's the way we accessed the gearbox, by pulling it forward. No need to try and drag the gearbox back and all the rest of it, because it doesn't work like that, it won't do it. So there you are, that's it at the moment. Also being supervised by Ronald. He takes care of everything, don't you, Ron? Hey? Ron is in charge. In charge, Ron. Get up there. Get up here. Get up here. There's old Ronnie. I know you're in charge, Ron. I know. They're all bolted back up. Everything's sitting nice. You can see the shape of where you were to square everything up. Same with those in there. All looks good. When you've put your front spoiler on, you've got this, which is for your headlamp washers. You connect that back up to your spoiler. Won't bore you with it, but that's your tray that covers all underneath.
This goes on last.
Gearbox. You have a series of bolts down here. You'll have two of those that you can see, one there and one there. Bolt all that up underneath, which I won't go under and show you because there's not much space. Hand tight. Starting to take shape now. Someone else is working on it and all that. He's not doing much though, is he? He's having a rest, isn't you, Ron? That's it. Sitting a bit squarer now. Now we'll try and get the nuts on, go up the back here. We're going to put all the panels back in here. As you can see, this, we only put the wheels on just to drop her down off the jacks to see if we had any oil leaks from a gearbox, which you can see there's not, from that panel and the orangey panel. We put it in drive and backwards and forwards and all the rest of it, and there's no oil leaks, so that's why we'll put all the tray back under here. Now what you've just seen, it covers all that in, and then we'll put all the panels in the sides, and then we'll test drive it. That'll be fun, won't it? See if it works or it doesn't. Right, a quick recap. Any bits I might have forgot to tell you or will help you. As you can see, the liners all in, the wheel arch liners are in, and that. You've got a fixing just the other side of there, you undo when you take that out. You've got two nuts which are roughly in this position behind here. You take out, same on the other side. All your fronts back on, as you can see. When you've removed the spoiler, as you you can see from the front. The impact bumper runs behind here. You'll find, when this is off, you'll find 3 bolts back there and 3 bolts back there. When you loosen that off, as I've shown in the video, that enables you, then you remove them bolts and leave the impact bumper behind there, and then just gently pull all the front forward, and then that will give you the room. We'll see if it starts. Obviously hope it goes into gear after all of that. Here we go then.